Civil rights aren't given. You have to fight to get them, and then you have to fight to keep them.
We feel like we're building a real social movement. It's the first really militant thing that disabled people have ever done.
There are barriers every single step of the way.
The disability community had had enough.
Well, from ramps to closed captioning, the Americans with Disabilities Act changed the landscape of daily life. But behind those changes is a powerful story of activism and perseverance. The New American Experience documentary on PBS brings that story to life.
Joining us now, Shauna Gazit, the writer and producer for Change Not Charity. Good morning to you, Shauna.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me here.
The ADA has now been a law of the land for more than 30 years. How is it going so far? Have we seen marked improvement, and what do we need to still change?
There's been so much improvement that we hardly notice that it's a result of the ADA. That is curb cuts, which we all use, and automatic opening doors. It really has transformed lives for people with disabilities, but also for the rest of us as well, because at some point, most of us will be disabled.
So, Shauna, I saw the trailer for the documentary. It's excellent. And so I know one of the women in the trailer, she mentioned that in high school, and I believe this is a woman who's in a wheelchair, she wasn't able to go to the bathroom because the bathrooms in her high school were not accessible to her, so she couldn't go to the bathroom all day. Just kind of going back to what Sean asked, you know, I can only imagine that there is still a great deal of change that we're still fighting for. How do you hope that this documentary continues to push for accessibility for all Americans, but particularly those who have disabilities?
Well, as many say in the film, the ADA, which was one of the most consequential pieces of legislation of the 20th century, is the floor, not the ceiling. So there's much room to change. But the thing that we're hoping also that the film does is explain why it's so important not to cut back on some of these accomplishments. There's certainly a certain fragility around the 504 regulations, which was the first kind of regulations that compelled federal institutions to become accessible. There is concern that they will, that the ADA may also be watered down. So our hope is that this history, this kind of untold, extraordinarily dramatic history really sheds light on why it's important to really kind of keep what we have and work towards even more.
You know, you led me right to my next question, and that is the political aspect of this. When this was passed in the early 90s and signed into law, George H.W. Bush was president. It enjoyed bipartisan support, strong bipartisan support in Congress. Could the ADA be passed in today's political climate?
Excellent question, because the most important thing to know about the ADA was, as you said, it was bipartisan. It was a result of this grassroots movement that just fearless, courageous, put their bodies on the line to bring about this legislation, and then to convince members of Congress, Republicans and Democrats, that this is what the country needed to do. And George H.W. Bush signs it. It's hard to imagine, given our partisan divide right now, that this could happen. But what I think we're hoping in the film is that this really does become a shining example of kind of democracy in action, when people can come together for a aspect of life that affects all of us, our families. There's a real lesson here, I think, about what gets politics to really work.
All right, Shauna, well, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We certainly appreciate having you on the show. Change, Not Charity, the Americans with Disabilities Act premieres on Tuesday, March 25th at 8 p.m. Central Time. It's part of the American Experience series, available to stream on PBS.org and the PBS app. Again, thanks for joining us. We're going to send things on over to Tim now. Hey, Tim.